Welcome team, we're having a look at question 4 today. You can see there are two parts to the question. The first part is going to be required. What you find in the first part will be useful for the second part. That is why we've got that word hence there. So we're expanding 1 plus a all to the power of 5 in ascending powers up to including a to the power of 3. So 5 choose 0, sorry. Times 1 to the power of 5 times, I guess we'll have a to the power of 0 as our first term. We're going to add to that 5 choose 1 times 1 to the power of 4 times a to the power of 1 plus 5 choose 2 times 1 to the power of 3 times a to the power of 2 plus 5 choose 3 times 1 to the power of 2 times a to the power of 3 plus etc, etc. We only need up to a to the power of 3. Now we are going to simplify this. What is 5 choose 0? That's 1, and that'll be 1 to the power of 5. A to the power of 0 is just 1. Our second term will be 5 choose 1, which is 5, and 1 to the power of 4 is 1 times a to the 1, so that'll just be 5a. Then 5 choose 2, which I think is 10. Yes, it's 10, so 10 times 1 times a squared, so that's 10a squared. And then 5 choose 3 is also 10, so that'll be 10a cubed plus ... Okay, well now we've got our first question. Now let's have a look at the second part of the question. So for the second part of the question, we've got this word hence. That always reminds us that we need to use what we've just done. Okay, so let's compare. What have we got here? We need to expand 1 plus, and then we've got this x plus x squared all to the power of 5. So let's see, we've got a 1 here and a 1 here. That's the same in both. Now let's look at this x plus x squared. That is what the a is in the first one. And then we've got this to the power of 5 business. So the only thing that seems to have changed is that a has become x plus x squared. So that means we're just going to need to replace all of our a's, as you can see here, with x plus x squared. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, we've got 1 to the 5, which is 1, times 5a. Now that's going to be 5 bracket x plus x squared, close bracket. And then plus 10, and then a, x plus x squared, but this time all of that is squared. And then 10 bracket a, so that's x plus x squared, but this time we're to the power of 3. Okay, and that's as far as we need to go. Well, we'll simplify this. That's going to be 1. The next one will be 5x plus x squared, and then I'll use a different colour for the next bit. It's going to be 10, and we're just going to square this, so it's going to be x times x, which is x squared. Then we're going to have 2 lots of x times x squared, which is 2x cubed, and then finally we'll have x to the power of 4. Switch our colour again for this last little bit. And, well, what are we going to do with this? So plus 10, and there's only one term that I really need to use here. I only need up to x cubed. So I could just say, well, I'm going to have 10x cubed. But perhaps you might like me to show you how that's going to work. So I will perhaps draw out the brackets here just to show you that that is the case. So I've got x plus x squared, bracket, x plus x squared, bracket, into x plus x squared, bracket. Now if you look at that carefully, you can see that the smallest power of x you can have is going to be this one here, x times x times x, which is x cubed. There are no other ways of making an x cubed here. So hopefully you can see that everything else from that is unnecessary. We just need the 10x cubed. Let me just move this off to one side. Oops, that didn't work so well. Try again. Let's try that again. Not so bad this time. All right, yeah, move, come on, move. All right, where are you? Oh, yes, you need to go in there. Okay, now, so we can say, yeah, out of that bracket, we're going to end up with a 10x cubed. And the rest we can ignore because we only need to go up to power of 3, x to the power of 3. Okay, now we're going to pull it all together. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Let's do that. 1 plus 5x. There are no other x's there, so it'll just be 1 plus 5x. And we can now have 5x squared plus 10x squared. Yep. And then we need our x cubed powers. You can see we can get 20x cubed that way. And we can ignore the last part of that bracket because we don't need x to the power of 4s. And then, of course, we've got this 10x cubed at the end here. Now we'll add everything together. So 1 plus 5x plus... whoops, no, we can just turn that into... let's turn that into 15x squared. Yep, let's do that. 15x squared. Alright, 15x squared. And then we'll add together our x cubed. So we've got 30x cubed